Okay, good evening, us. Okay, so tonight's special instructor is Senpai Bennett from Barry. He's a very close friend of mine. He's a great fighter, was in the world rankings for several years, and he also won the British Open. Over to you, Senpai. Us.
Us. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming online. Okay, give you a few insights. When I was competing, I had my own warm-up for every fight. I was lucky enough to meet some great conditioning coaches, so I got a few bits from them. So I'm just going to give you some advice. If you are a fighter, make sure you get a hold of one of these, a foam roller, okay? Because I never told you to get one to start, but once you get a foam roller, make sure before every session you're rolling your legs, your hamstrings, your calves. Okay, it's very important if you want a longevity of a fight career. And say you're training most days and you've got aches and pains, you've got to put at least 15 minutes in on one of them. Okay. Another thing as well. So anyone use bands, rubber bands?
I've got bands.
Yeah. Okay. If you haven't got any today, I'm just going to talk about them. So basically, it's to activate your muscles, your glutes and your legs. So it's I got an activation warm up for the. So I'll do foam rolling and then activation before I do my stretching. So just to get all your muscles firing. Okay. So I'll show you a little basic. I'll put them around my ankles. You can put them around your knees. Okay. You could. Everyone could do this without the band. So go into like a Uchi-Dechi position, bend your knees down. Okay, there. And we're just going to go 2 to the right, 2 to the left. If you've got bands, great. If you haven't, don't worry. But for future, so then you can get your own little warm up then for when you're competing. So you've got your own little routine to do. So what we can do from there, if you can see me, 2 to the right and 2 to the left. And I'll count. Get ready. Ich, ni, san, shi. Ich, ni, san, shi. That's a bit easy for me, so I'll go for 2 bands. And again, ich, ni, san, shi. Ich, ni, san, shi. From there now, keep your legs straight, just forward and back. Then come back. Forward. Now, the next one, I normally put the band around my foot, but you can grab your hand. It's for your knee now. So we're going to count to 10. Push down on your knee to get your glutes firing. Okay, so start with your right. Ich, knee. So push down, san, shi, go, ruk, shish, hach, ku, ju, and hand tight. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, rook, sheesh, hatch, Q, do. And just jump loose. Okay, from there now, hip flexors. You can see me now, left knee on the floor, stretch that hip flexor out. Once you're at 40 plus, now everyone's having hip operations and stuff like that because they're not strengthening their hip flexors and they're not doing the correct strength and conditioning around their hips. So because we're doing lots of low kicks and hand side change sides, because we're doing lots of low kicks, just means that you've got worn out hip flexors. So when you do your strength and conditioning work, try and aim for the hip flexor area. Have a little look on YouTube. Okay, and tate, stand up. Okay, so we've done our little foam roll. What we can do now, take our belt off. If you haven't got a belt, Okay, going to roll onto our backs, and then we're going to put a leg up straight in the air. If you've got a partner, I'd get my partner to stretch my legs. So we're going to do, if you watch me now, you can see me, yeah, see me, yeah. Leg up straight. This is because I haven't got a partner, I'll use my belt. So leg straight, start with your right leg. That's it. Try and hold for 30 seconds. And shake your leg loose. Stay on the right side now. Keep on the right side. Angle of 45. So you're pulling down on an angle of 45. So you're getting all the side of your leg, all your LCL, stretching that. Another 30 seconds. And shake loose. Staying on the right side now, hip flexor. So what we're going to do, bring our right leg right across and stretch your hip flexor. Okay. And this would be one of my routines before I'm competing. I go through it over and over. Okay, hand tie with your left leg now. Straighten your left leg. Pull down, try and get a good stretch. And shake it out. Add to 45. And shake it out. And across hip flexor. Pull it right across. And tate, stand up. And tie your geezers. Yeah, I've devised my warm-up. When I was training, we had 4-day conditioning sessions. So it'd be day 1 and day 3 was the same. They'd be linear forward, and day 2 and day 4 would be lateral side to side. So I'm going to do more of my linear session today, but I've got a small space, so I'll just improvise. Okay, first one. Get your right leg up to your chest. And when I say itch, come up onto your toes. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Hand tie. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Go. And hand side. From there now, right leg behind. As you lean forward, there, if you can see me. My name is itch. As you can see, my knee stability is a little bit out at the minute. It's good for your knee stability, this one. Knee. San. Chi. Hand tight. Other side. Itch. Knee. San. Chi. Go. And jump loose. Okay, all my session is around your core now. So now this is when we start to build the core up. Okay, so 4-1 from here now. Go down, touch your toes, and go out as far as you can. And then come back. So push out as far as you can. We'll do it by numbers. We'll get 10. So walk out. Yeah. All across Britain. Yeah, teaching them all, yeah. Okay, let's go. Itch. That's good. Try and get out as far as you can. Nice. Awesome. Down in Barry. Knee.
I'll let you get hammered.
All right, I'll see you in a minute. Stand. Seat. Go. Try and get right out. Ace. Touch. Q. Last one. Ki. Ju. Try and build it up now. Building up the go straight into it now. As you are, Spider-Man. So coming down. The presser. Then switch. So alternate sides. Spider-Man's. Spider-Man. So your legs coming up to there. Coming down to a press up. And then back down. And then press up, back down. By numbers. Let's get in position then for Spider-Man's. So do 20 altogether. Itch. Knee. San. Good. Alternate. Good. She. Go. Rook. Shish. Hatch. Q. Q. Last 10. Itch. Knee. San. She. Go. Rook. Shish. Hatch. Q. Q. All sexy, Dana. And jump loose. Okay. Out of all my techniques, this next one is my favourite, bear crawls. Bear crawls is probably my favourite all-time best technique, but because we haven't got much space, so we're going to do 4 up and 4 back, or 3 up and 3 back. With a bear crawl, you've got to keep your back straight. So there. So we're coming forward. We're coming back. Us. So bear crawl, make sure that back is straight. Okay, into position. Do 4 forward, 4 back. 3 sets, as you may. 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 back. That's 1 set. 3 sets. 4 forward, 4 back. Good. And then stay in position then. We're going to go side to side. 4 to the side. Back to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the center. Or whatever you can do. If you've got enough room, you've got to go 2 to the side. Back to the center. 2 to the side. Lateral. Get ready. 3 sets each side, as you may. That's it. 1. Try and get the knees bent as well. Okay, brilliant. Okay, last one. Last few now. Hitting the stomach. 2 sets of 10 L sit-ups. So your legs straight. Legs straight. Come down. And up. Down. And up. Do 10. Have a little rest. Get your breath back. And do another 10. So we're doing 20 L sit-ups. Us. Hey, keep them with the same warm-up. Awesome. Keep going. Okay. From there now, into like a half Uchi-Dechi. We normally do 5 jumps forward and control your landing, and then 3 sets because we haven't got much space, so just do it on the spot. So you come up as high as you can, control your landing, that's 1. So do 5 of them, have a rest, 3 sets all in all. So you're getting your rest in between. In your own time as you may. After your 5, have a rest. And then go straight back in there. And last round. Chaos. Get a quick drink. It's not the old school anymore. Make sure you're getting your drinks in so you're not getting injured. Okay, that's the warm-up done. We're going to go on to phase 2, which is working from a distance. Okay, when you fight, I'm a bit out of breath now. When you fight, you're at a 2-meter distance straight away from your opponent. So I've gone into fights, like say 2008, 2009, and on the day I thought, I've been doing all close-up bag work. I haven't done no distance fighting. So when you fight someone who's really strong, they just want to break you down, you get caught out. So you've got to somehow be good from a distance as well, so you can play a different game to what they're playing. So so this from 2010 onwards, I was doing a lot of distance work to try and work on it. So the first drill is going to be all distance work and one-shot techniques. But when you start the bout off, if you hit your opponent with a half-hearted technique, they're going to develop loads of confidence. So what you have to do, that first technique that goes in, it's got to be hard, even though it's going to be off your front leg. So you've got to develop your front leg as strong as your back leg. You don't want, what I mean, like, so if I start the fight and come straight in there, and I get caught, straight. So you've got to develop a shot from a distance where it's going to penetrate, but hurt them, and you can get back out. So the drill's going to be just to build up a bit of fitness and technique. We're going to start 10 slow. So it's simple as this. Skip it in, my getty, and then come back. Skip in, my getty, come back. So we can do 10 slow, and then 10 like a whip, precision. So just to get the technique right, the first one. Skipping in, my getty off the front leg. One that Tom likes, the my getty. We'll do it by numbers. We'll do 10 by numbers, and then 10 in your own time as best you can. So what you're doing now, they always say don't bring your feet together, right? But because we're jumping into it, this is the technique. So you go there. So you go in there. So when I come in, once you get a pad to hit, it is quite effective. So it's an old technique. So skip it in, my getty by numbers. Itch. Nice and slow to start, nice and slow. In and out, knee. San. Sheet. Go. Nice. Now, in your own time, 10 precision ones, as you may. In your own time, 10. Nice. Okay. Hand side change stance. Okay. One off our right, then 5 slow again, skipping in. And coming back. Let's go itch. Knee. Stand. Sheet. Go. Nice. 10 in your own time, nice and sharp. See, mate? Nice. Okay, good. Hand tie, change stance. Okay, now, that technique's more for Tom. He's good with the Maigeri, see, so it's not really my technique, the Maigeri, but it's good to have in your arsenal. The next one was what I prefer, Sudama Washigeri. So the same from a distance. You skip in, shoot down the wash, and then come back out. Okay? Try and develop your front leg really strong so they can feel it, so that it makes them a bit tentative to come back in for some more. So skip in by 5. Itch. Knee. Stand. Sheet. Go. Okay, 10 your own time, sharp as you can, as you may. Nice. Really good. Excellent. Okay, hand tight, other side. Okay, when you do tie pad work, you end up only working the one side. Most people do with the tie. So when we're doing our basics, it's good to work both sides because you might fight someone right leg forward. So it's good to be as good on both sides. So by numbers, skip in, back, and then back out. Itch. Knee. Stand. Sheet. Go. Okay, your own time. Precision now, as you make. Okay. Few drills from a distance. So it's the start of the fight now. You've got a couple of shots in from a distance. Now the stands are coming on you. They've built up their confidence. Okay, so we're into phase 3 now, middle distance. Okay, so we're working from quite close to your partner. So the drill is now, okay, the first 30 seconds to a minute, you're using your front leg to not get hit. Now the second part of the fight now, you can start using your back arm and your back leg. So the next drill, us get a quick drink first. Get a quick drink, us. Get a drink. Okay, next drill. Back leg to their back leg. So it's opening them up. Okay, so, but when you do fight knockdown, it's quite a giving technique. You can easily get caught out with doing this one because you're coming right across and you get caught. That's where you've got to build up a good lower stomach. So we're going to go back leg, land through. Now your back arm becomes, your left arm becomes your back arm. So one stashki. Okay, from there, they could knee you. Top the chest and knock them back. So from there, you're going to go 1, Kyokushin, or under and over. So try and knock them back. Just as they try and come up for a knee, you hit them back. So by numbers. Back. As you land, bang, and over. Knee. Stand. Sheet. Go. Okay, moving round now. 10 in your own time. On your left side, as you mate. Us. Now a hand side right leg forward. So remember, come across to their back leg, land it forward, get ski, and then over the top on their collarbone. Us. Right numbers. Itch. Knee. San. Sheet. Go. Take your own time moving around. Working on that back leg low kick coming through. Nice. Nice. Good. Just to build up phase 3 now. Middle distance work again. Okay. Now it's like a minute and a half into the fight. Double up on the Chudamawashi now. Okay, so we've added that one, and now the next combination is going to be 2 Chudamawashi geris, a little spring in, one, and then the first one hits the partner, and it's straight. It's a bounce back. So it's 1, 2, Hyakuski, Shitaski, Shimawash. Come again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the arms coming back. 5. So there again. 1, 2. Oh, so it's 2 Chudans on the liver, off the front leg. So liver, stomach, Shimawash. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Us. Let's go. Itch. Give it your best shot. Liver. Bang. Good. Yeah. Also, if you don't want to do Jodan, I see. I've tried this in a competition before. And Andy Hug used to do it a lot. The Geidan Mawashi. On the heel into the leg, it works just as good. Us. Carry on. Knee. Nice. Sank. Sheet. Good. Go. Nice. Move around 10 in your own time, moving around. Try your best. Go Geidan and Jodan, as you mean. Okay, also, well, I should say more realistic. Just work your best side on this one. I did say left leg forward. If you're if you're left-footed, go the other side. Because realistic in tournament fighting, you're not going to turn up on a day and try and do that off your weaker foot. So try and build up your best foot to do that, because probability is it's probably not going to score, but it's worth trying to develop it. Okay, so the next one now. So I want you to work your best foot for this one. So if you've got a good Uchi-Dechi, go off the sides. If you're right leg forward, you should get off your best leg, left foot. I'm right-footed, so I'm left leg forward. So go whatever side you are. So if you're left leg forward, go left leg forward. If you're right leg forward, go right leg forward. So we're just going to work your best side on this one. Okay? So what I want is inside low kick, oiski gyakuski, outside low kick. Okay, so you're going to generally, as you find with the fighters, they're really solid on the legs. So whenever you do a low kick on the outside, it bounces off. So that bounce off gives you a good Uchi-Dechi. Okay, so I want inside low kick, oiski, kyakuski, shitaski, low kick off the back leg, Uchi-Dechi. Okay, it's a bit of a combo. It sounds a bit weird doing an outside, but what happened if you bounce off because it's solid? So inside low kick, Gyaku shitaski, outside, come back, Uchi-Dechi. Us, up to you how you want to Uchi-Dechi. I find I come under. Okay, by numbers, we'll do 3 on this side and then 10 your own time. Us, by numbers. Inside, Gyaku shitaski, 1. Knee. And last one, san. Okay. Something Sensei Mark Goodwin pulled me up on it years ago. What he said, what I used to do, I used to you shoot again and then come back, bang, get knocked out. So try and program to your brain when you do your shoot again, land forward on him. Because I think once you adjust back, there's a chance you get knocked out. So have a little practice in your own time. 10 combinations. As you make. Okay. Chaos. Phase 4 now. We'll get a quick drink. Okay, phase 4 now is toe to toe. So, I don't know if I said at the start, when you're fighting farther distance, your stance can be a bit more like a clicker fighter. You haven't got to worry about getting your legs up to block. As you come in a bit middle distance, your stance becomes like a normal knockdown fighter. But when you go toe to toe, It's more like a Uchi-Dechi. Okay, and then you sit down a bit lower, which engages your core more. Okay, so now our body mechanics now is from there. I'm down lower, and when I punch, I come up. So when I punch, I come up. I go back down, I come up. So now, rather than pushing, I'm pushing up, and this is what all the Russian fighters do. Basically, by having a narrower stance, you can lock you to the low kick. They don't mind taking the outside, and they're coming up and down. So what we're going to do now, we're going to work on the body mechanics of coming up and down with the star skis. So what, we're just going to do 2 punches. So start off nice and low, good stance. We're going to come up, back down, and up, and back down. Chaos. So 1, 2. By numbers. 1, 2. You feel it pumping out. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Look. Sheesh. Touch. Cube. Cube. Chaos. So once you've got a pad and someone to work with, work your legs up and down and try and get a rhythm together. Okay, so something which only came into my game right at the end of my fighting was the knees and how effective they are. So we're going to do close quarter fighting. The left knee digging into their liver. So it's a similar stance. So there. And what you do is a small movement. It's not all the way back. It's a small, like it's not a switch. It's a small switch. There, and then it comes up to their liver. Okay, so it don't matter if their elbow's tucked in, because you want to jam their elbow into their side. So if they are really tucked, I'm aiming for their elbow anyway, so that gets them. So what we're going to do on the count itch, we'll just do the knee to start with, because we're in close, and bring that knee up. A little twist. So there's a little. If you're fighting a right foot forward person, it's a perfect technique, because when they come in, you could do a little switch and bang into their side. Okay, so just try not to do this though. Try not to go, because they'll see it come in. So it's just not like a little bang. And once you're on a pad, they're really strong. Okay, by numbers. Itch. Just the knee. Knee. San. Cheek. Go. Okay, hand tight. This is the one you could develop both sides really good. Itch. Little switch and then knee. San. Cheek. Go. And hand tight. So just imagine you're fighting now. One, bang, 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 bang. And it's bang, bang, bang. Last 30 seconds of the fight. The knees are really important. Us, okay. Get a quick drink. So we've done distance work, middle distance work, and up close work. The last bit of thing we're going to talk about now. Start of the fight. We're going to go back to the beginning now. The start of the fight. Now we're all warm. Okay. The start of the fight, right? Could be your first fight of the day. You've been waiting around all day. There's been like, they've called you up once, they called you up twice, you've warmed up 5 times. Finally, your time to go on. When you say come out here, that's a chance you can knock someone out, because they're not really switched on. Okay, so not everyone can kick Jodan. Okay, but what I've devised, Soto Kiage works a treat every time. I must have done it about, I've never knocked anyone out of it, but it's hit them on the head and it's like phased them for about 40 seconds, and it gives you a good chance to get your rhythm together. So that's what we're going to practice today now. It's the start of the fight. I got this one off once again, Sensei Mark Goodwin. He said at the start of the fight, no matter what nationality, our Russians, they're always dazed at the start. So you've got good chance. So what we want to do is come in and bang on some Soto Kiyage. But if you can't do Soto Kiyage, I've done Geidan Ushimowashi on someone's leg, and that phased him as well. That shocked him. So if you get a good flare technique out straight away, it does psychologically drop him one. So it's up to you. You can either do a Geidan Ushimowashi or a Soto Kiyage, yes? So we'll do it by numbers 5, nice and slow. So flare kick to start. Get ready.
Oh, Senpai, is it an oiski first?
It's up to you. It's however you'd want to go straight out. Obviously, in the UFC, they're coming out and diving in with the knees, ain't they, to start with? That's worked once or twice. It's up to you if you want to just come in, bang, or you want to come in, and then kick. It's up to you. But it's the first 10, like 5 seconds of the fight when I say Jimmy. So I'll say Jimmy, and you off you go. Jimmy. And then go back to the start. We'll go again. Jimmy. Nice. And back to the start. Jimmy. Good. Last couple. Jimmy. And last one. Jimmy. Okay, good. It's good to tell your students, even if it's novice level, when you go into a fight, everyone's a bit worried and scared. Their arms are on it properly. Go out and do something big straight away, and it'll work. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we'll just do a bit of a finisher. We're going to take back to your dojos. I learned this out in Sweden years ago when I was training under Robert Vickland. When you spar, so what we're going to do now, we're going to work on the blocking, which we haven't done no blocking tonight. So my general thing, I forget to teach all my students how to block when they go into this tournament. So just do a basic blocking for 10 minutes, and then we'll finish off with some counter sparring us. Okay, so it's basic as hell, as basic as it comes. So arms out in front. We all know this, and we're just going to twist to our right, but don't over twist. We're covering it, just twist to your right, and then twist to your left. So on a count, itch, twist, twist. Okay, yours. Itch, 1, 2, knee, 1, 2, Sam, sheep, go, look, fish, touch, cute, chew. Okay, now when you twist, counter. So now I twist that way, oiski, back, twist that way, gyakuski. Okay, then when you're on the pads, then you can really get a lot of power in, and you're blocking. So my numbers: itch, knee, sun, sheep, go, rook, sheesh, touch, coup, chew. Okay, last one now. What you got to be mindful of, okay, when you're lifting your leg up to block, the mechanics of your, that's what tends to happen, see? So we're going to do front leg block, a back leg block. When you do your front leg block, try and keep that hand there. I've noticed over the years of me, it drops out, but every knockout comes when everyone's checking the low kick or there. So from there, we're just going to do nice and, I know it's itch, and then back leg to the side, knee, itch, knee, san, sheep, go, rook, sheesh, hatch, shoot, chew. Okay, so the basic blocks now. Okay, so what I want now with a little bit of sparring. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to block once, counter 3 times. So when you get a partner in the future and you're sparring, they hit you once, you've got to counteract them straight away. And then they counteract you, and then you've got to counteract them. It becomes very competitive. The only problem is with this type of sparring, you do tend to get kicked to the head. You've got to keep your hands up because it's so fast. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do 1 minute rounds. You've got to block, and then counter with 3, and then move round. So move, block, 1, 2, 3. Move, block. Okay, so you're just counteracting them. You're not doing this, see? This is what normally happens. You, there, and then they're on you. So you're positive, and you're coming forward. You want them to hit you, and you want them to go forward on them, rather than be a little bit of dismissive, and you want to come forward, 1, 2. So we're going to go block and counter 3 counters, us. Okay, get ready. As you may. Block, counter, block, counter. 30 seconds. Hi, Yummy. Get a quick drink. We'll do 1 more. Block. 4 combinations, counter. So you're getting used to, so it's block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up, block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Us. So then when you get a partner and you can spar, do counter sparring. So when they hit you, you've got to retaliate. When you hit them, they retaliate. So it's constant back and forth. Okay, 1 more round of this. I want to finish off with a little fitness finisher, us. Okay, get ready. As you mate. Thirty seconds. Right. It's raining a little bit. Okay, Yami. Yes. Quick drink. Quite hard to, isn't it? Okay, so with my old fitness training, all that, I used to do 1 day linear, 1 day lateral, 1 day linear, 1 day lateral. So the lateral finisher would be bike, cross runner, push, one of them things to push with the weights on, bit of sprinting. Those would be all the lateral things. And then on a linear day, on a lateral day, then would be doing side to side drills. Okay, so when you fight knockdown, as most of you know, it's like you need your second wind, it's something's not quite right. It's because you're doing lots of round movements and your body and your muscles are thinking, this don't feel right. It's something I used to be doing wrong in my training. But once I started doing more lateral work, because if everyone thinks about it now, what cardio do you all do? You probably say, oh, I do a bit of bike, rowing, swimming, running, sprinting. It's all straight line stuff. So you've got to try and find some stuff which is lateral, similar to a tennis player. So you're getting strong side to side, just as you are forward. And I think that's the difference between what the high level European fighters are doing. They're kind of locked into all that, whereas we're a bit behind. So a simple finisher today. We're going to do three sets of 30 minutes. Okay. If you could like get if you've got a bit of room side to side, we're just going to go. You can see me down nice and kind of low there. We're going to go 1 touch, 2 touch, 1 touch, 2 touch. Simple. We used to go for a minute, but we'll do 30 seconds. So if you've got enough room to touch, come back to center, touch. 30 seconds, us. So come down nice and low, there, and then touch, touch, touch. Oh. I'm a bit out of training. So when you go away from this now, try and find some lateral sessions to add to your sessions. So if you're going to do, say, oh, I'm going to do a run today, do something different, which will come into your knockdown training. So get ready. 30 seconds, as you may. Side to side, touch, side to side. Halfway. And yeah, mate. 15 seconds rest, we'll go again, us. Get ready. As you may. And yeah, mate. Last round, us. Okay, get ready. Last round. Finish off with 1 minute, us. As you may. 30 seconds to go. $15. 10. Yummy. Get a quick drink. Okay, well, that's probably about as much I can do with just an online session. We can go for hours and hours if we're all together. But yes, that's what I come up with. My one thing I didn't want to do is just make you do burpees for an hour, because I love a burpee. But I didn't want to. What should I do? I'll make her do burpees. So I do love a burpee. But I tried to do a session which didn't involve it. I love strength and conditioning. It's my favourite thing, because obviously the aim of the game in Kyokushin is getting dropped by the stomach, isn't it? So I've found a way to make my stomach rock hard from the strength and conditioning. I love the karate side, the knockdown side. So that's my session really. So I hope you all enjoyed it.
Us, thank you, Senpai. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. It was really, really good. Thank you.
Us, yes. Us.
Us.
Us. Thank you.
Thank you, session.
Us. The rain didn't come. The rain stayed away. So.
Thank you.